Why many photographers are wrong about kit lenses. Those lenses that come with your cameras that so many people look down on, so many people talk bad about. Why are so many people wrong when they talk about these lenses? And what should you look out for? What should you consider? When should you update your lenses? In this video, I'm going to cover all that and probably a lot more. But first of all, why am I doing these videos and who am I? My name is Mike Patterson and I've been a full-time professional photographer for over 41 years located here in Western Canada. I've shot everything from weddings to grads to commercial work to I've worked for newspapers and magazines. I've done everything in photography. In addition to that, I also own and operate a photo lab and I teach photography to people around the world. I do one-on-one classes, online, I do in-person group classes. I do everything with regard to photography. And I hear a lot of stuff from my students, from people who are at different events, from people who come in and get stuff printed. And they talk about kit lenses, and a lot of the information that I hear, whether these are beginners photographers or whether these are professional photographers, they're giving the wrong information about kit lenses. So let's get into it with, well, pretty simple, pretty basic thing to begin with. What the heck is a kit lens? And this has been something that I have seen lately online, and I have heard that people don't understand what a kit lens is. It's pretty simple. A kit lens is a lens that comes with your camera body when you go out and buy the camera. You can, a lot of times, buy a camera body without the lens, or you can buy the camera body with a lens that comes with it. And these are called kit lenses. Now, kit lenses vary in quality from absolutely horrible, pathetic, to amazing. And the problem is that many people have the idea that, well, all of the kit lenses are pathetic. And it's not true. Now, let me say something right here. Years ago, when a lot of retailers made their own kits, and they would get a body, they would get a store branded or an off brand or a no-name brand lens, and they would throw a bag with it, a couple rolls of film, they would throw just different things in there to make this package. A lot of those lenses were horrible. Believe me, I know. I used to sell these at stores that I worked at. And they were just beyond horrible how bad the quality was. They wouldn't focus properly. You couldn't get an in-focus picture no matter what you did. The glass that was used in them was horrible quality. And I mean horrible quality. And the colors were just so far off that, well, it was ridiculous. And when it was back in the film days and we were printing that stuff, you had to try to get rid of that weird looking cast in the pictures that people were getting because these lenses were so bad. But nowadays, most of the kits that you buy are done by the manufacturers. So for instance, this is a Fujifilm. This is the X-T50. And it's a great camera. It's a wonderful camera. It's a 40 megapixel camera. And it came with a 15 to 45 millimeter lens with it. It's a kit. I went out and I bought the camera body and I got the lens. Now, that is made by Fuji. Likewise, Canon, Nikon, Sony, all the other manufacturers also offer kits. And if you are just starting out, or if you are buying another camera, a second camera for your business, and you don't have a wide assortment of lenses, you may want to consider buying a camera with a kit lens. Now, how good are these kit lenses? In a lot of cases, these kit lenses are of good quality, if not great quality. Some are exceptional quality, and some are horrible. So you have to do your research. A number of years back, a certain camera manufacturer, I won't mention any names, but it starts with a C and ends with an N. Well, I guess that spells Canon, doesn't it? And they came out with a camera body with a kit lens included with it. And every one of my students that mentioned to me they were looking at buying this combination, I told them, don't bail on it. That lens is horrible. That camera body is good, but the lens is horrible. And it took maybe 6 months, a year, and Canon switched out that lens for a new lens, and that lens was absolutely amazing. I've also bought a number of bodies with kit lenses. I buy 50-50 as to what I buy, whether I buy a camera with a lens or a camera without a lens. A lot depends upon, do I have that lens, that range? Do I need an extra lens? And how good is the quality? For instance, a number of years ago, I needed a Canon 70D for a project that I was doing. I actually needed several of them. But the first one that I bought with the 18-135 kit lens. And that lens was, it excelled beyond what I could possibly hope for a kit lens. In fact, and this annoys a lot of people when I say stuff like this, I would put this up against a professional lens. There's some definite differences, but for quality, for what I was using it for, it was amazing. And in fact, I bought a couple more of the 70D bodies because we needed several of them for this project. I bought them without the lenses, and I kick myself to this day that I didn't buy a couple more to get these lenses, because I actually used that range of lens quite a bit. And on an APS camera or a crop sensor camera, this lens works amazing. The range is perfect for what we were using it for and what I still use it for. And I really wish I had another one that I would have bought the kit. But I didn't. I just bought camera bodies. A few years, well, I guess it would be after that, Canon, and again, I'm a Canon guy, so I'm talking about a lot of Canon stuff here. Canon came out with the 5D Mark III. I'm pretty sure it was the Mark III, if I'm not mistaken, in a kit. Now, the 5D Mark III was their professional camera at the time, and the kit lens it came out with was the 24-70 f4 lens, and it was a kit. Now, this lens is an amazing lens, and for the price difference of buying just the body or getting the kit with the lens was only a few $100s, when that lens in itself was worth 3 to 4 times that. And people bought these like crazy. Now, I don't know why Canon doesn't do more of this, because it wasn't their highest end lens, so it wasn't as expensive as what a 2.8 lens was, but the lens itself was quality. And I know a lot of pros that went out and bought that kit because they wanted a backup camera and a backup lens. And by buying this camera, they got a new camera, could switch the lens to another camera and bring a pro lens into the first camera, and they were all set. It's a good thing sometimes to buy a camera with a kit lens. If you're just starting out, if you don't have a lot of lenses, it can really help you. And the price usually isn't that bad. For instance, I've been doing some research for another customer. Well, this was about a year or 2 years ago. And I went in and I started researching because they were looking for a camera. And they only had a couple lenses, and they weren't very good lenses to begin with. And I found a kit, and for $200 more, they got a $500 lens. And this lens was rated really high. And it was worth it for them to buy it. So, kit lenses can be beneficial. Like I said, this 18-135, it is so sharp, so crisp, so clear, so amazing, and a perfect range that to not buy it was almost foolish. And I have recommended this so many times. But, and here's the but, there can be issues. And I already mentioned the one. The quality of some of these off-brand or some of these cheaper lenses. Even the quality of some of the lenses that the manufacturers, use can be an issue. A number of years ago, Canon, again, sorry, I'm a Canon guy, so I know all the Canon history and such. Canon came out with one of their Rebel cameras, which was a good camera for beginners. And the lens they put on it was pathetic. And I mean, it was bad. And even the Canon rep, when I was talking to him one day, admitted to me that this was the biggest mistake in years that Canon had made, was to pair that lens and that camera together. And it took them probably a year, year and a half before they actually came out with the same lens, but in version 2 that was much sharper, much faster, much better overall, and it was worth buying. So if you are buying a kit lens, if you are buying a camera kit with a kit lens, make sure that you're getting the lens that you want, a quality lens. Do your research. Go online, see what other people are saying about it. Now, you're not going to get 100% of people saying this is a good lens. But overall, if people are saying, I really like this lens, this is a really good lens, then consider buying it. And if you do buy a kit, try the lens immediately. See if it does work. See if it does focus properly. See if it is sharp, clear. See if it works like it should. If it doesn't, return it. Also, the other thing is, be careful with the kits that you're buying. Again, for a number of years, Canon used the 18-135 in a number of their kits. And I recommended to one of my customers that they went out and bought a Rebel camera because they were just starting with the kit lens, the 18-135. Well, they went to a camera store, a local camera store. They asked for that camera with the kit lens, but they didn't tell them what kit lens. They were sold a camera, they went home, and then they sat down, they were unpacking it, and they looked at the lens, and it was an 18-55 lens. They contacted me, and I says, no, that lens is not as good, not near as good. Not only is the quality bad on it, but it's not the range that you want. Take it back. So I went back to the store, and they were informed by the person that sold it to them that they were only allowed to sell that camera with the 18-55 lens. They couldn't get the 18-135 lens in. Now, why? I have no idea. This is what the client told me, my client. So be careful when you're buying it that you're getting the lens you're expecting. If they're offering a professional lens, a high quality lens, make sure you're getting that. Make sure you're not getting a lesser version. There was actually an ad out just a little while ago, and it was offering a camera with a L series lens. At least that's what the picture said. When you looked at the write-up, the description of it, it wasn't the L series lens that was included in the kit. So watch that. So what are some of the other disadvantages of this lens? Well, being not a pro lens, it does not have some of the pro features, like it's not as waterproof or dustproof. Now, for most people, this isn't a big issue. Sometimes it cannot be as sharp, but for most people, the difference between a pro lens and a kit lens is very negligible. Now, I'm not saying that it's not there. In fact, Fujifilm with the 15-45, and if you've watched my videos before, you know that I actually had the X-T30 before this, and the lens, I absolutely hate it. It actually, we found out after I took it back, that the lens was actually causing shake to the pictures. Well, I upgraded to the X-T50 and got the kit lens, which is the 15-45. And when I zoom in on this lens, it's not near as sharp as some of my other lenses are. Now, I'm talking about lenses from Canon over to Fuji, so I know there's a difference there. But I am going to go and I am going to try a pro lens with this, or a higher quality lens with this camera, and see if there's a difference. But a lot of times that difference is so small that you only notice it in certain things. And with my Fuji, one of the things that I've noticed with that is if I take just a regular scenic picture, a picture of an animal, picture of a person or anything, and I'm not zooming in digitally afterwards using Photoshop or using the inverter, the zoom in factor, the crop factor in the camera to enhance by another 2 times, that the lens is really good quality. It's when I zoom into these extraordinary zooms that it becomes a big issue. So watch that. The other thing that you'll find is that many of the kit lenses are not fixed apertures. Now, some are. That 24 to 70 f4 that they offered with the 5D Mark IV a number of years ago was a fixed f4. But most of the lenses have a variable aperture. Now, for a lot of people, this isn't a big deal. If you're shooting in a studio with studio lights, or you're shooting certain situations, yes, it's a big deal. But for most people with general photography, it's not a big deal. So watch that if it's going to be an issue. But overall, a kit lens can be a really good thing for you to get. Even if you have pro lenses, if you don't have a lens that works in that same range and you're looking for a lens, it could be a good deal for you to go with. Now, when would I not buy a kit lens? Well, first of all, the quality. If the quality sucks, I'm not buying a kit lens. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. If the price was way more, I would not do it. So let's say the camera was $2,000, the lens is $850, but the kit is, well, $2,850. If there's not a benefit there and I don't really need the lens or I don't really like the lens or it's not going to fulfill what I want it to do, it's just not worth it. But if I'm buying a kit and that lens is only adding $100 or $150 to the price and it's actually a $500 lens and it's a good quality lens, and I don't have that range, or I need it for a second shooter or a third shooter or for a different project, I would consider buying the kit lens. When else would I not buy the kit lens? Well, it comes down to pretty much this. Once you have enough lenses, once you've covered the entire range and you have enough for all your cameras, it's really not worth it just to get another lens just for the fact of getting another lens, unless you need a backup. So don't just buy it just to get the lenses. Now, again, sometimes it's well worth it. In fact, I guess it's been before Christmas of last year, so I guess it's been 6 months, 8 months ago. I saw a kit that was offered at a local camera shop and probably offered at other camera shops as well, that included the body, the lens, a bag. It included a filter, it included a camera card, it included an extra battery, all for just a few $100s more. In that case, I would just buy it and sell the lens and be done with it if I didn't need it, because you get so much more with it if you buy that whole kit. And if you need that other stuff, why not buy it? So that breaks down some of the myths, some of the benefits, some of the other stuff about kit lenses. I hope it's helped you. Like I say, for the range that they offer, for the quality that they offer, for most photographers, they're well worth it. If it's a bad lens, for no price, get it. Even if they're giving it away free, don't get it. It's not worth it. So until next time, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Get out there, take some amazing pictures. Bye-bye now.